Doing long form reading, so more than say 10 seconds or 30 seconds, can require a different approach. Here's an email that arrived this week. Hi Gary, I'm suffering greatly with stutters on long reads. The more I trip, the worse it gets. I'm okay with 5 lines or less, but when attempting a page, I get very self-conscious. Regards, Kay. Kay, you are in good company. The main thing to remember is not to panic, because you're not live, you're not broadcasting to the nation. Everyone is not listening to you in a live on-air situation at all. You are recording, and probably recording from home. So all you need to do is, when you make a mistake, when you stumble or fluff or whatever it is to just stop your reading, but don't stop the recording, and then reread it. Go back to the beginning of that line or the beginning of that paragraph and start again. No need to go back to the beginning of the whole thing, just the line that you made the mistake on. And then when you come to do your post-production edits, you will hear that where you made the mistake, and you'll be able to just tighten those up and remove the error, remove the mistakes, basically. So it's all kind of doable. And make sure you're flowing when you do the reread as well. Keep it in context and tone and so on. So that's the main thing I would say. Don't panic. The other thing is to not beat yourself up about it either, because these things have a snowball effect. What tends to happen is, when you make a mistake, the first time you make a mistake, you then go back and reread it, and then you start to think about the point at which you make the mistake, and then you make it again. Or you make a mistake and then you lose focus, and it snowballs because you start thinking about the mistake you made and why you made it, and then you make another mistake. So try not to beat yourself up. And also, one of the techniques in sight reading is just to cast your eye very slightly ahead. Now, it does take practice, this, but if you can move your eye very slightly ahead on the script, then hopefully it won't be such a shock to your brain and your mouth when it comes to process the words, because you're just slightly ahead. But be careful with that, because you can end up tripping over it and making things worse. So it's well worth practicing that technique, but it does work, and it does help as well. So hopefully you'll take a calmer attitude to making mistakes. Forgive yourself. Everyone does it. And like I say, you're not being tested. It's not a test or anything like that. It is simply what happens, because at the end of the day, you are human. All right. Thanks very much for watching today. Look after your voice, and see you next time.